Alright, we're going to be making some sci-fi HUDs. I know a few people have requested how to do this. So this is how I do it. This is the end result. There's quite a few different groups and nodes and stuff going on, so we'll go through it one piece at a time, starting with the center circles. Here's a screenshot of the end result. If you don't want to watch the tutorial and you just want to copy my settings, go for it. And anyways, let's go for it. All right, let's see how this works. Delete everything, add a cube, go into geometry nodes. Pull this over because nobody ever needs it. Bam, bam. Delete it because we don't need it. All right, first thing, always use a shape close to what you're trying to make. Curved circle. Bam. Let's fix our view here. Look at the top. All right, let's add some mesh to this. So what are we gonna look for? We're gonna look for curve to mesh. Plop that in there. What do we use for the profile? Another curved line. Now if you pop over to x-ray mode, you'll notice that it's kind of got this golden eye what is that? I don't know. The thing from GoldenEye. But if you get rid of this, now you don't. Increase that. Decrease that, and there you go. You got a line. Let's bump the resolution up to 128. Bam. Alright. Now you say, how do we get, that kind of half circle thing here? This is where we go trim, curve. Plop it in right there. So one of the things you got to make sure you always do before we turn it into a mesh, we're trimming a curve. And if you look, bam, bam, bam. Same thing here, the opposite way. So we're going to throw in, thanks to our friend Zan, the fraction. Another one. We're going to add 0.5, and that'll give us exactly a half a circle here. So if you wanted, like, maybe, it doesn't really matter, but you could go negative 0.5, and it did nothing. Oh, that's why. So yeah, you can get it to like there, all the way, but when it hits, it's gonna go back because of the fraction node. There, so anyways, 0.5. All right, now we need something to control them. So we go scene, time, and we take the seconds and add it into there. Bam. All right. Now, let's say you need this to go the opposite direction. Let's add in another math node here. And just multiply it by -1. Now it spins the other way. Perfect. All right, but part of the problem here is we still don't really have what we need. We have something, but we have a solid thing, and in the example you see that it's wireframe mode. So we need to do a little bit more to this. Let's go take this mesh and turn it back into a, mesh to curve, turn it back into a curve, right? And then take that and turn that back into a mesh. Now we're going to use a curved circle. You can use, oops, that was a mistake. You can use a curved line again if you want, but I use curved circle for this. And I always put the resolution to 4 because you're not going to need, again, this is all 2D, so you don't really need all the extra. Oh, now if we go over, let's see, we got this nice kind of hashed grid looking thing there. All right, there's the first one. Now, let's add another one, curve, circle. And essentially, we're just going to do the exact same thing. So we're going to add another curve to mesh, connect those up, Control Shift click that so we can view it. We're going to use another curved line here. zero that out. Get it a little bit bigger. Again, 128 on the resolution here. And then join those up and see what we got. Oops. We need a join geometry. All right, let's join these up and see what we got. Perfect. All right. Now, in the example, this is also cut in half and spinning the opposite direction. So we're just going to essentially do the exact same thing here. We'll take these nodes plus this one, duplicate, set them in here, and just make sure that that goes between the curve and when we make the curve into a mesh here. Boom. Now, one of the problems here is that it's going to just, be the same. So let's set this to 1. And boom, now we got them spinning opposite. Beautiful, wonderful. All right, and then the third one was just a simple non-moving circle. So let's go back, duplicate this. Curve to mesh. Curve line. 0, and let's preview this. So we have an idea of how big it is. Sure. Join that up with the rest of it, preview this, bam. There we go. Now one of the things that we need to do is, oops. Let's get rid of the preview node here. Let's add in some set materials. So you need one there, there, and there. You don't have to have all 3, but this controls a material for this part, a material for the opposite spinning solid line, and then a third material for just the solid skinny line. All right. I can show you how to make those materials real quick. We already have one, so let's go in here. Emission, let's take something cool like that. 5, and set it to there. Cool. Cool. And then this one I like to do a little bit different, so let's go another material, new, emission, it's kind of red. Set that to 5, and apply that. Oops. There. Okay. Now if we flip over, see we got these. Let's see. Let's make the world black. Okay. And let's turn on bloom so it looks a little bit better. There we go. Now one of the things is like you'll get this. I guess it's not really happening in this example, but sometimes you'll get this. What is this Z fighting on this one? So I like to go transform node. And just pop the Z up a little bit so that it's in front of everything. Or if you don't like it, pop it so that it's behind everything. Whatever works. Cool. And then I think there's one more thing is getting the timing right. So I'll post a screenshot of exactly the settings I used on the end product, but for looping, it just comes down to playing with your settings. Here in the scene time node, you'll need to, I think I added a divide node or something like that that gets it to seamlessly loop. But anyways, I'll post that screenshot, and that's it. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments.